This story begins in a nutshell. Oh, look, here is someone who remembers his past life and realizes that he has reincarnated into this world. He was an S-ranked soldier, and fate did this with him, and now he is a monster, a behemoth. He was ashamed for now because he had sworn to protect humanity. Suddenly, he went to a lake and saw his face. He screamed because he was a cute face puppy. On the other side, a beauty in the bushes of life woke up and got ready. She went out, and our cute cat was staring at his face. He was in shock and suddenly a slime monster attacked him. He was quiet and changed his skill. He attacked it and killed it. He felt hungry and started eating that slime. Suddenly he found a storage place and saved the slime for later. Our beauty reached the dungeon and showed her eye to get in. Our S-ranked cat was doing great and had killed a lot of monsters. He had done a very good job and now Arya was inside and lighting up the cave. He saw a treasure and went close to it because it was his first time seeing such a shine, but suddenly he realized that it was a trap. It was a dragon-looking monster. The fight started, and our puppy was doing great. He was injured so somehow, he escaped. Arya was thinking about Alicia and her childhood. Suddenly our cat fell, and she thought it was the end, and he was going to die again. But Arya reached him and rescued him. He woke up and found himself at her house. She was pampering him, and she looked like an angel to him. Time had passed and our little kitty had recovered. Arya left home for the dungeon and this wrist man thought to protect her. Because she was like a master to him and because she saved him, now he started following her secretly. Our cat had a very dirty mind so he thought that she might need his help, but it was a rubbish thought. She faced goblins and attacked them with bravery. She killed them all and our cat was shocked. Our cat thought she could manage all of them. But suddenly a goblin was hidden and she tried to attack, but it was a strong one. The goblin attacked her and she was about to be attacked. But our little kitty protected her and attacked the goblin. The goblin ran away and Arya was happy to see our kitty. Now the kitty had a reward. A man needs only complete by comfort. He was in heaven and now they reached the guild. Casman reached her and tried to flirt because she was a beauty in the beasts. She was uncomfortable and our bastard bit him. Casman freed himself and our kitty taught him a very good lesson. He tried to kill it but Anna came and saved our kitty. Casimir ran away and Anna told Arya to feel free to ask her for help because she was a good girl and our girl announced to pet our kitty. She also named him Tama and everyone cheered for it. Now she was playing with Tama and she was going far because she was lusty on a cat. Now they drank all night and she was over. She took him for the shower but our rascal thought he was a soldier and he had to behave. But he thought he had to protect her no matter what so get into the tub with her. While taking a bath she talked about her past and Alicia's. She wanted to become strong like her and Tama also remembered her, so our man started consoling her. Now she was walking through the city and everyone was catcalling her because they had discounts for this beauty and kitty. But she went to Anna and she was upset. She told our lady to run away because Casman was there. He had the orders to kill Tama and our girl was scared. But Casman told her to have a duel with him and if she wins Tama wouldn't be harmed. But if he wins then she'd get married to him and she doesn't see any other option so agrees and now the fighters are in the yard. Anna was the referee and Casman said the crowd was there to keep an eye too and because he was higher ranked than her so she could ask for assistance from outside. But no one stepped forward to help her so our cat came into the battlefield to teach this bastard a good lesson. The fight started and Tama went for the attack but Casman tried to kill him and Tama dogged it. Arya was scared and she went for the attack. Our lusty man tried to hide his powers but wanted to protect her because Casman was strong enough to win. The coward was about to take our beauty but Tama used his powers and threw him away. This coward learned a good lesson and our man thought it was his end. Because everyone knew he was a monster but now he had shown his powers but suddenly Anna called him an elementary cat and everyone started cheering for our cat. This was how an S-ranked reincarnated soldier as a cat had become the pet of an elf girl who was hot as lava. Now our naughty Tama woke up and she commanded him to snuggle and our monster started licking her ear. Her eyes were filled with love and our man was scared because this beauty had turned into a MILF. Now at a blacksmith shop, Vulcan was working and our crossbreeders reached there. She welcomed them and looked at Tama. She was happy to see him because he was charming but this little monster cat got another comfortable bed. He was in a dreamland and no one was stopping him. He was pampered by Arya endlessly and now Vulcan. Now Arya asked for help because she wanted armor for Tama and Vulcan got excited. She started measuring our man's inches and wanted it to be extra durable because he was growing. Arya and Tama were excited and Vulcan worked very hard for the armor. The next day it looked amazing on him and Arya was obsessed. But talking about Arya's swords they were not fascinating to Vulcan because she found them quite lightweight. Arya was worried and Vulcan suddenly came up with an idea. She told her to make a team so she could watch her fighting with monsters. They agreed and now went to the dungeon. Vulcan was doing great and Tama was impressed. Even the fire magic didn't burn her. They were doing great and suddenly an orc came and Vulcan told her to defeat him and she'll watch her. Arya went forward and tried to attack but he was very strong and she wasn't able to do anything. Suddenly Tama came in and she got the chance. She killed the orc and now Vulcan told her that her swords were too long for her and that's why she was slow. Arya asked for her suggestions and she told her to get down and there were two monsters. Vulcan told her to attack them and our cat was lusty about her. Arya accelerated her speed and attacked but it wasn't enough and Tama was watching this. She lost her sword but was still determined, and now her other sword was broken. Vulcan gave her knives and she started attacking with more speed and our man was shocked to see her. She killed a monster but got wet ultimately and Vulcan was sorry for her. Arya was angry about that because she didn't want anyone else to do other than Tama. Arya got another skill and Tama tried to steal the skills from monsters but they were bitter. Although he was able to get their skills and now he was a complete crossbreeder, Vulcan and Tama were shocked to see Arya in such a look. Now they were happy for Arya and she promised to work hard with the knives because swords were not her type. But before that, they went to take a bath and Arya was lost in her thoughts and childhood memories. They started undressing and our man was lusty on them. Now they started taking a bath and this lusty bastard was listening to their talk. Vulcan told her that Tama was a monster who crossbred with her and she had to be careful when he grew up. Our lusty cat also remembered his skill and she said she was ready for Tama. She grabbed him and told him to grow faster and bigger. But our cat wasn't ready for that. Now they went back to the dungeon and started attacking the monsters. Arya was doing great but our cat has his focus on his aim and Arya was a good creation of animators although Vulcan was in danger but our cat saved her and she was impressed by his move. They killed Tay Monster and Vulcan was shy. Now they went to guild and Anna was impressed to see her progress. After all that, it was time for some refreshment and Vulcan asked to make a real team. She could help her in fighting and could maintain his armor. She was shy, I don't know why. Might you know why Vulcan is shy? Our man finished this talk with a hand practice and now they were sleeping together. The beauties were having dreams about Tama and his hardness but suddenly our cat realized that he could grow. But he resisted himself because he had a mighty life ahead with these beauties. He watched them and was happy in this body. One day they saw some bad guys and Lala when they saw Tama they ran away and she saved Lala. She took her and went to the church, where other kids were waiting for Arya, and our man was impressed with such a noble girl who always saved others. A beautiful sight after the eyes of a lusty man is complete of his fetish and Anna told Arya that her level was upgraded and she was super happy about that. Suddenly they heard a whisper because everyone was talking about a job. Anna told them about demons appearing and kidnapping kids and old people. Tama got worried and she was also scared but wanted to protect people so decided to stop the demons. What do you think? Will this overloaded woman can handle such a load? Subscribe to our channel for its next part.